Taiwan was long a place of mystery to the mainland Chinese, so the natives were often portrayed as barbarians. And even as late as 1874, when it was under Chinese rule, a Chinese traveller said that the natives used to live in caves and eat fur and drink blood. They were the colour of dirt, and they used to display the heads of their enemies. Plus, in his words, they were absolutely not of the human race. Plus, just a year later, a group of Japanese people were shipwrecked off the coast, and 4 men went to go look for help, but 1 man was cannibalized. When they went to go tell the story to a Chinese person, the Chinese person told them that they had encountered a separate species of raw savage who had snake-like heads and beast-like bodies and can fly war. But some Chinese, like Kuang Ki Chao, sort of divided the natives into 2 groups. He said that there was the plains raw savages, who he saw as more noble, intellectual, and strong, and the mountain raw savages, which he said were dwarf-like, black, and wore no clothes. Plus, in maps over the centuries, Taiwan was often named the Kingdom of Women, and this was because they thought that women ruled in Taiwan, something that went against most of the Chinese traditional belief. After all, that would have put Taiwanese men on par with Chinese mainland women, and that would have made them seem a bit submissive. But anyway, I went ahead and did some sleuthing to see if there's any truth behind these stories, and I found out that some of the tribes, well, Taiwan was broken up into a lot of different tribes, and all of them had a very unique culture, and I won't get into all of them, but I will highlight some that I find particularly interesting. First of all, these myths of cannibalism and fearsome warriors could have originated from the Bunan people, for instance. They remained hunter-gatherers well until the 20th century. And then you've got like the likes of the Paiwan. Now the Paiwan were headhunters, and their headhunting activities often resulted in international incidents. Plus, they also wore tattoos, something frowned upon by the mainland Chinese. The Atayal people also wore tattoos, but unlike the Paiwan, who had them on their hands, the Atayal actually tattooed their face, and these images appeared on a lot of Chinese images of Taiwan. Plus, they were also pretty fearsome. For instance, they rebelled against the Japanese in the 1930s. As for them being naked, I couldn't find much, but there was the Yami people. Now, the Yami people were fishermen, and they often wore loincloths. But from most of what I've read anyway, most of the tribes, especially the likes of the Atayal and the Rukai, were very skilled weavers, and women, well, girls, were often trained to be weavers from a very young age. So I don't quite know where that one comes from, but maybe I'm missing something.